This is uh, taking towards ultimate reality, ultimate destination of the human being, that is liberation. If we say what is liberation, liberation is freedom. Freedom is what? Freedom from our bondage. Why should we be free from bondage? Because we are all looking for, unknowingly, we are moving towards that only because we are searching for happiness, and we find that the happiness which we found in our few things which we thought were giving us happiness were not so. It was not so. They gave happiness which was very short lived, and then again we became restless. We started running after a few more things, thinking that this is not happiness, something else. So we ran after all those things which we thought that would give us happiness, and still we did not find. And then the mind started thinking there is something which is beyond, and then we found that it is actually the peace that matters than the small excitement or small happiness. Just like small children, they when they are children, they play with toys. As they grow, they don't even look back at those toys. Similarly, as man evolves, he will find that the things that gave him happiness few years ago are no longer relevant. And I was foolish that I found that was a happiness. But actually, the true happiness lies in something different. And what is that? What is that which gives me? That should give me peace of mind, which lasts for forever. I should get a solution for my troubles or worries, which is not worldly solutions. It should be an eternal solution. It should relieve me complete, which should give me understanding and wisdom, so that whenever I get such challenges, I should be able to apply that. When we start getting this clarity, then we really find that we are moving towards happiness, which is now giving me a different meaning than what it was earlier. Earlier, it used to be maybe buying a house, buying clothing, going for international trip, or getting appreciation, promotions. These got me happiness. No doubt at that time they were relevant. Just like for a child, the toy is relevant. For me at that time, that was relevant. But soon I realized I grew. As I grew, in age also and in my mental maturity, I understood that this was short lived and I need to get more happiness. And as I started, as we all, I'm just telling that is applicable for all of us. As we went on searching more and more, we found that there is a way out. We are yet to reach there, but there's a way out. And as we run through the chapters of Gita, they are all different milestones. Every chapter adds something new. And with every chapter, Krishna is taking deeper and deeper. And it is as though he's sitting with us and conversing in a very loving and affectionate way, because they say that this what I and you are right now, we are looking for that happiness which is actually within us, and that divinity is represented by Krishna, and even that divinity wants to manifest. The beauty is the whole creation is made in such a way that there is eternal happiness and infinite happiness within us. Because of our ignorance and because we are externalized so much, we don't have time and the will to close our eyes, sit, contemplate, and search for that happiness. Once that taste comes, then slowly, slowly, we will start developing. And what I'm at the same time, as I said, as we start developing, something from within also starts coming out, manifesting, because that is how the creation is. That is how the system is. More effort from our side to go within, more it starts coming out. Together, there is a great development in the human personality. That is what Gita brings out. That is very, very fascinating, actually. Very fascinating is this journey of, uh, you know, the soul, I can say. Soul is eternal Satchidananda, but soul with the subtle body, or the gunas, the journey of gunas with the soul, we can say. So this is where we are, and therefore now Krishna has taken us step by step through all the chapters. He has brought us to way of final, ultimate way of liberation. He is synthesizing all the chapters and adding few more, and then he takes us to the final shloka of Bhagavad Gita. And much as important are these shlokas are, it is also equally interesting to know that Krishna exposes us to the things as it is. Never he compels anybody to follow. He says, "This is how it is. This is how an evolved person is. This is how less evolved. This is how least evolved." And what are the benefits of evolution? He opens it and gives us a choice to make. If you want this, you do this. If we are uh, little evolved and if there's divine grace, uh, then we will catch it and we will take the path of evolution, because we start tasting the benefits of that. We start feeling more cheerful, more peaceful, and less quarrelsome, less judgmental, less analytical, beautiful, better interpersonal relationship, less of more of let go, less of assertions or aggressiveness. So when we start experiencing this, when we observe in a very subtle way, then it gives us a conviction that this is the right path and this is how we have to go. That is how you and I have stuck to this since 3 4 years, and it is still going. And still, Madam said, we still want to have another round. That is the passion. Lord Krishna has blessed us in this manner, and we should be ever thankful to him, because not everybody gets this kind of interest. So we should so with that, we now come to the last. We had stopped at uh, 35, 30, yeah, 35th shloka we had stopped. So in this chapter also, Krishna keeps on again categorizing people. Uh, why in that he is very clever. He categorizes people and says which is going towards moksha, which will give you eternal happiness, which will give maximum. These are the paths. He's just like we say in medical education or any education, facilitator. He comes out exactly as a facilitator, no imposition. So he says there are three types of buddhi, three types of dana, three types of knowledge, three types of action performers, three types, all because of three gunas. Guna becomes a core subject of the entire Gita. Gunas, the entire manifestation in this universe is because of these three gunas. Today we are coming to that only. So in our previous session, we discussed about three types of intellect and three types of willpower, dhruti, fortitude. So willpower is an essential thing, because Swami Vivekananda says it is willpower. If you have that, strength is divinity. Let it be of any kind. It has to be there. That is a manifestation of the inner strength which a human species has got. But Krishna says there are three types of willpower: sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. So he has defined, apart from buddhi, he says the willpower which which is used for better humanity, and which can control the mind, the senses, and the prana. You know, the willpower which comes from within, which can control the deviations of the mind, and of course the sense organs, body going here and there, distraction, and the prana. Prana means actually the inner vital forces. In modern medicine, science, we can call it autonomic nervous system. Actually, it's beyond that. It is the life vital forces that control the autonomic functions. So not only autonomic, the it regulation of autonomic functions, also a person can if a person is sattvic, then he will develop a sattvic willpower, the willpower that has the ability to control. I will feel hungry when I want to, I will sleep when I want to, I will control all my breathing, my digestion, everything, all the involuntary functions are voluntarily controlled. Means that much of possibility, as I said, we have. If you develop Sattvika Guna, you can have complete mastery on not only on your mind but on your deeper functions of the body. You may control your muscles, will contract, relax, but what about your intestines, your secretions, your digestive processes, your liver, your kidney functions? All that they control, the Sattvika person. Therefore, you find the rishis in the Himalayas who have such a willpower, who can control not only hunger but their all other processes like urination, defecation, sleep, everything is under. They can do whenever they want to. That much is the willpower of Sattvika willpower. That is willpower, fortitude of goodness, guna of goodness. Then Rajasika is, he will do it, the willpower which is exerted for his benefit and his family, close people, and within the purview of Dharma. But it is mainly the willpower is exerted in the actions that will fulfill his desire, kama, artha, and uh, which will fulfill his desire, physical desires as well as external desires. Therefore, for such purpose, means an average person, if he has a very strong willpower to maintain that, then that becomes a Rajasika. But there is attachment, there's expectation, and therefore it becomes Rajasika. Many majority of the people are following Rajasika willpower, but willpower we have to appreciate, and he follows Dharma. Tamasika is there is total ignorance, and it is the willpower which is directed towards laziness, sleep, fear, grief, depression. That is called tamasika. That means strong will not to change, strong will to sleep, strong will to become depressed, strong will asserting that this is what it is, not trying to get the meaning of life. So that is tamasika dhruti. We call it as dhruti. Now, Krishna says, now I will talk about Sukha. And then after that, he goes on explaining he concludes that thus everything is based on three gunas. Everything is based on three gunas. So first he says, Sukham tvidanim trividham shruну me bharatarshabha abhyasat ramate yatra dukhantam cha nigacchati yattat agre vishamiva pariname mrutopamam tatsukham satvikam proktam आत्मबुद्धिप्रसादजं विषयेन्द्रियसंयोगात् यत्तदग्रे मृतोपमं परिणामे विषमिव तत्सुखं राजसंस्मृतम् यद् अग्रे चानुबन्धे च सुखं मोहनमात्मनः निद्रालस्य प्रमादोत्थं तत्तामसमुदाहृतम्. So he says, 36th shloka. Now hear from me, Bharatarshabha, O bull of Bharatas, the greatest of Bharatas. Also, listen to me about three types of happiness, which one learns to enjoy by habit, and by which abhyasa ramate yatra, which one learns to enjoy by habit. That means by practice, you are naturally delighted. Naturally, you will become happy. So each category of person has a different definition of happiness. Each category, what is happiness to you may not be happiness to me. But here he is making it as a category of sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. So I will tell you three types of happiness, threefold happiness, which one will start enjoying by habit, he feels delighted, and by which one comes to the end of so-called pain. Yatra dukkha antam cha nigacchati, by which one feels he is relieved of pain. So again, that pain is subjective, isn't it? It is relative. What is pain for a sattvic, rajasic, tamasic? I don't know. He has not described. It can be understood because pain is opposite of happiness. Dukkha. Dukkha is pain. So dukkha anta. Sukha is what? When the pain ends, when the suffering ends. So he's saying That's the end of pain. The happiness which comes at the end of pain are also threefold. What is that? So one, again, he starts with sattvic, that kind of happiness which is like poison first, but like a nectar. Yet that agre vishamiva. Agre means in the front first. Initially, you feel it is very poisonous. It is very difficult. This is not at all what I wanted. I did not want this. I didn't like this. I hate this. Initially, but in the end, it gives you nectar like happiness. It becomes amrita. Initially, it is poison. Later, it becomes a amrita. That is declared to be sattvic, which is born, tat sukham sattvikam, which is born out of atma buddhi prasadajam, which is born out of uh, serenity, which is born out of buddhi, which is atma buddhi, which is serene, which is in atma bhava. That type of buddhi, obviously, that's sattvika buddhi. And prasadajam means serene, and atma buddhi, that means serene and calm, sorry, calm, which is very calm, which is born out of atma buddhi. That is happiness. So that happiness is sattviki. So a person may feel, uh, when you work hard for your examination, for example, you, anybody, we have worked hard for any difficult task, whether it is examination or life challenges, we feel that it is very tough. So initially it will be tough, but if you pursue to continue hard work, because you have Atma Buddhi, you have higher thinking that hard work, there is no substitute. Today it will be hard work, tomorrow I will enjoy. So if that consciousness, awareness is there, we work hard. So during that hard work, we will be sacrificing our family, our sleep, our food, and we work. So initially it becomes a very tough thing, but eventually that gives us happiness, isn't it? When we work hard, we score well, we perform well, we get good jobs, we make our good careers, we settle quickly, we are, all our comforts are fulfilled. But what happened in the beginning? We burnt midnight oil, we got up early in the morning, especially doctors, we have worked extra hours, night duties, casualty, emergencies. But in the end, when the so in the end, there is satisfaction, isn't it? I'm not talking only about medical profession. Any profession, anything, wherever you work hard, a homemaker, how much she works for her kids, for her family, for her, for the stability of the family, integrity of the family. In the end, after a few years, she will say, good, I worked so hard. I took care of my elders. I was with them. I took care of my relationships. With all that, now I'm relaxed. I'm enjoying my, old age or something like that. So like that, anything that comes out of calm mind, serene mind, and pushes that person into hard work or, difficulties in the beginning, but which yields good, sweet results, nectar like amrutopamam. That happiness is considered to be sattvika happiness, where there is difficulties in the beginning, hardships in the beginning, visham, poison. It looks like poison. I just can't take it. The healthy. Then you feel, oh my God, good, I sustained. I lived through that. I work towards that. So that kind of happiness. Why do you stick to that? Because you know that it is directed towards something good. And that comes from Atma Buddhi. That means higher thinking. So that is the, uh, you know, Sattvika happiness. For others, it may not be, oh, no. On Sunday, I was an intern. I had a duty. I was going, and some of my non-medical friends, I had many friends in my locality. They were saying, we are going out to watch a movie. Where are you going? ಅಂದ್ರೆ I have duty now. ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೊರಟಿದ್ದೆ KMC ಹುಬ್ಳಿನಲ್ಲಿ. Then, oh my God, I really pity you. How much you have to work. You can't even enjoy. But being tuned in medical field, I was enjoying that because I had an opportunity. Same with all of you, isn't it? All of us. So we enjoyed that because going and seeing patients, even if it is Sunday, I never felt that it was a burden. Uh, though at times we used to feel we could not sleep. 48 hours duties used to be there. So like that. So that becomes a sattvika happiness. Then Vishayendriya Sanyogat, that happiness which arises from the contact of a sense object with the sense organ, Vishayendriya Sanyogat, Yattat Agre Amrutopamam. Sometimes the minute we see something, Vishayendriya means arises from contact of sense object with sense organ. Andre, sense organ is eye, watching a movie or enjoying a party. So these are all immediate effects. I really had nice time. I enjoyed the party. Next day again I want to go for another get together, another party. Again ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋಣ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋಣ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಅಲ್ಲೇನೋ you get good food there. We'll taste that restaurant, we'll go to that, this one. Every day going to one, every day calling different set of people, partying at home. Of course, you and I may not do it, but I'm telling in general. So this kind of happiness, what happens is it gives instant happiness. Gray Amrutopamam. First only there is happiness. Why there is no happiness, you tell me? You are having nice food, you are having good company, you are laughing, enjoying, singing. It will be there. Definitely. It cannot be abandoned. But eventually what happens, the mind, if it keeps, continues to engage in the same process again and again, because this is the nature of the desire. We enjoy, it burns like a fire. We have seen that. It will add, okay, ಅವರಲ್ಲೂ ಹೋದ್ರಂತೆ, last time they went to this place, this time we will go to that place, next time. ಇದು the guna will start pushing you to more and more, because it will get conditioned in such a way that this is only happiness. Idu happiness, aren't you, isn't it, what they say, tangible? You're seeing this. Whereas we work day and night, that is not tangible. That happiness comes later. Who knows we are going to live or not? Let me enjoy. ಅಂತ ಹೋಗೋದು, ದುಡ್ಡು ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡೋದು, even if you don't have money, beg, borrow, steal. Because I have seen, as I told you, my maid, no, let me not call today. I have to talk a little more about maids. She was, she's very nice. She left now. She showed me one photo where she went with another neighbor of mine nearby. That neighbor is well off. This girl is earning, paying her loans, getting her children educated. But that lady, she took her to one pub, and then she showed me that photo. They were playing music. It was a pub come, families used to go. That girl lady with her two children, daughters who are grown up, who are in college, she's dancing. And these, my maid and her two daughters, who are also going to higher secondary school, dressed up nicely, they're observing. This family, three of them, this family, three of them. That lady who is staying in one of the apartment here, in whose house my maid also works, that lady took her and her two children out of compassion. Very good act, good gesture, because she said, when will you enjoy? So she went there. But what happened was, once she went there and she showed all that, and she came and told me, Auntie, I have never enjoyed in my life. Now I felt my life was a waste. My life, I wasted all my time, Auntie. I should have enjoyed like this, Auntie. I said, correct, but we should see our capabilities, capacities. ಮತ್ತೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇವಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು, ಬಟ್ now and then you can go. Who told you not to go? You go whenever. No, Auntie, I should make money. Beg, borrow, steal. I want to go and enjoy in the pub. No, I beg, borrow, steal. I should go and enjoy. We have only one life. I must enjoy. She was exposed to that instant happiness naturally, because they are not going deep into Bhagavad Gita and all. Majority of the people belong to this category, Rajasik. Vishayendriya Sanyogat, Yattat Agre Amrito. Now, if she'll beg, borrow, steal, she will go. Next time, ಮತ್ತೆ loan ತೆಗಿತಾಳೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ದುಡಿಬೇಕು. She has to work. She has to pay the loan. And why she has taken the loan? For education and for enjoyment, both. Education also, she has to pay loan. This is also full of life. So initially it appeared that I enjoyed life. Later what happened? She started suffering. The long-term effect is suffering. Initial appearances, there is enjoyment. That is Rajasika. Very beautifully. Just interesting. Then that happiness is considered to be Rajasika. That means that happiness which arises due to by interaction of sense organs with sense object. That is always there here also. In Sattvic also there is interaction. But here it says first it appears as there is less of distraction, more of hard work, effort in Sattvic happiness. Here first it is enjoyment, then it becomes a trouble. So Vishaya Indriya Sanyogat Agre Amrita Pariname Visham. Pariname means later it becomes a Visha, poison. Because I'm giving you this example. Full of lono, ado, ido. Not, they don't have vision. Rajasic people more interested in enjoyment, immediate, instant happiness. That is Rajasic. So that becomes Rajasic. And third one is Yad Agre Cha Anubandhe. That happiness which begins and ends in self delusion. Self delusion. Andre arising, and that arises from sleep and laziness, not good with, not miscomprehension. That is supposed to be tamasic. That happiness, let's understand. Beginning also there is a delusion, means ignorance. That means no clarity of thoughts. End also there is delusion, and that totally ignorance. We it appears to be happiness, but it results in ignorance, delusion, moha. It results in hazy thinking, hazy. Andre, they are not evolved at all, way from away, far away from understanding and ignorance, because this kind of happiness comes from sleep, laziness, and miscomprehension. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಯಾಕೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇನಫ್ ಮನಿ, ಅವರ್ ಆನ್ಸೆಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ, ಎಂಜಾಯ್, ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, ಟಿವಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಹೋಮ್ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾಕೆಟ್ ಮನಿ, ಎಂಜಾಯ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ sleep well, eat well, maja karo, mast maja karo, because there is nothing other than maja. Rajasika also came there, here also, but here more of laziness. Rajasika happiness ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆದ್ರೂ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, because they earn, they enjoy. Here it is not so. It is somebody's money, aram enjoy ಮಾಡೋದು. It comes out of total laziness, indolence, procrastination, miscomprehension. That means they do not know the truth of life. Such a happiness. They also feel happy. Such persons are also happy. Rajasic people are also happy. Sattvic is also happy. But definition of happiness, understanding of happiness is different. It's entirely different. They perceive from their point of view. This is what Krishna is saying. Again, as I told, he will not say do this. This is how it is. Sattvic happiness lies in long-term, sustained, delayed but sustained. Long-term, delayed but sustained. Initially, you feel tough. Later, you'll enjoy. Just like our spiritual uh, practice. Initially, you have to get up early. You have to do yoga. You have to take care of your diet. You may have to avoid sweet. You may have to avoid too much of, we told no, too much of tanginess, too much of spicy food. No, have a little balanced food control. So you'll feel, idenappa life idu millets ತಿನ್ನೋದು, ಅದು ತಿನ್ನೋದು, ಇದು ತಿನ್ನೋದು. Life is to enjoy. Yes, you can enjoy, but you will not have good health. ಯೋಗ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಡಯಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಲೆಟ್ ಗೋ ಮಾಡೋದು, putting up. Next will be that only. Tolerating people, forbearance. All these are tough in the beginning. But in the long run, the amount of happiness you get, the freedom that you get, and moksha you get, isn't it? So that is sattvika happiness leads to moksha. So, ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ then, so we must try to, so the tamas, we must always, he says, get elevated from tamasika to rajasika, rajasika to sattvika. But first thing, if you see here, nidra alasya pramadotham. Pramada means miscomprehension. So come out, have a clear understanding, give up sleep, give up laziness. These are the fundamentals for a person to evolve. If we are all in that, or sometimes we do, we must immediately alert ourselves and elevate ourselves. Now comes in, now he says, na tadasti prithivyaam va divi deveshu va punaha sattvam prakriti jai muktam yat ebhisyatribhirgunaihi. Very, very important shloka. Therefore, he says there is no entity on earth or in the heaven. Divi deveshu. There is nothing. Prithvivyam. Na tadasti prithvivyam va divi deveshu. Sattvam prakritihi jai muktam Sattva means, here Sattva means entity. There is no such entity which is devoid of any gunas. Andre, anything you observe, it either belongs to Sattva, Rajasika, Tamasika. Anything, living, non-living, humans, animals, everything can be categorized. It has not gone into categorizing the plants or animals into Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, but uh, entire creation, when it started, no, first thing when the whole creation started, we have seen in Bhagavad Puran also, in Bhagavad Gita also, there was nothing. Nothing means shunya, only one person, Parabrahman. He rests. He means that entity, that consciousness. Everything is in him. Everything is in the seed form, in that Parabrahman. And there is no uh, universe, cosmos, nothing is there. He's just in a state of zero, no activity, no structure, no function. Nothing is there, nothingness. It's a state of consciousness. Actually, we will reach that stage when we attain moksha. Then what happens is there is a slight tilt in the consciousness, which creates the prakriti. Mahattattva, sorry. Mahattattva. Mahattattva is not prakriti, it's a potential to form the prakriti. There is an entity called Mahattattva that emerges from this consciousness, which has the ability to manifest, to create. Creation, they say, they don't use actually in Vedanta, they say manifestation, unmanifest state, manifest state. So whatever was there in the consciousness, in the seed form, now becomes little more evolved as Mahattattva. From Mahattattva comes Prakriti with its three gunas. Three gunas are created there. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. And in different ratios, no proportions, all these manifestations start appearing, including the human mind and all that. And then Parabrahman says, I put the seed in that Prakriti into all these living beings. So living beings, non-living beings, everywhere there is a seed of consciousness covered by this Prakriti. And Prakriti exists in the form of gunas. Gunas means somewhere there is sattvic predominant, somewhere rajasic predominant, somewhere there is tamasic predominant. So this kind of manifestation is the nature of this creation. So he says in this, he has started from 13th chapter about gunas. Now he is giving very beautiful statement. Natat asti prithvivyam vadivi deveshu sattvam prakritijaihi muktam yat evhi sya tribhir gunaihi. That means there is no nothing in this world which is uninfluenced by three gunas. All these are born gunas, three gunas born out of Prakriti. Prakriti manifests as gunas. Therefore, non-living, living, everybody can be categorized with the basic manifestation of these three types of gunas. So this happens, creation. Then after that, after certain time, that is called kala, then again they go back. That is called pralaya, we say in general, this one. But they go back to that same state. They go back to the same state to come back again. So the cycle of manifestation, unmanifestation continues forever. There is no end. We don't know when it started. We don't know when it is going to end. It has been there forever. It will be there forever. We don't know the adi gottila, anta gottila. We don't know the adi. We don't know the anta. We just have to follow. So we may all attain. Different people are in different states. If you see, as we said, if you see those, there are no tracks. They put the athletes in different this thing. Distance will be the same, but they are in different level. So here also, we are all at different levels. Wherever we are, we should make an attempt to run or walk, rather. Walk with wisdom and then reach the moksha. Some people are very close to the moksha. Some people, because they have done their, some people are middle, some people are behind. So it depends on their gunas. So the creation proceeds like that. And whoever attains moksha will not have rebirth. And then like that, it will happen. Then again, there will be creation. So I am gone as moksha. I have become liberated. Again, my creation may start as a next soul, super soul, and all that. So this is how it takes place. Gunas are the determinants. They are the determinants of everything that is manifested in this world. Whatever we are seeing, whatever we are experiencing, is nothing but the gunas which are born out of the nature or prakriti, right? So now we must, the whole idea is that these gunas perform automatically. I mean, there is a way of programming, like software programming. That is how it works. ಇವನು ಈ ತರ ಬಿಹೇವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. That that destiny will take care based on his gunas. But uh, when a person starts getting some idea, there is free will given, particularly to human beings. When he uses that free will to make a choice and starts going deeper and trying to improvise on himself, when that satvikatana comes, no, sattvika guna, when that comes, then this guna will change the direction. Whatever you are, you will start changing, means that automated programmed thing programmed direction will take a change. It will take it will change the direction. It will get diverted towards betterment, or it may go down also. But usually once there is a knowledge, then person will start becoming little more evolved than his direction. That is how we can control our own nature. We will change our direction. We were born with certain things, our genetics, our environmental factors, our accumulated samskars. All this brought us to one shape. But again, when we start seeing some good things around, when we feel I should not have done this, when we feel I should give up this, all of my bad habits, I should go towards better, then the sattvic will start taking you higher and higher. And that needs a lot of effort. That needs a lot of effort. So at that point of time, no, the ratio will change. Ratio of sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. Less of tamasic. If you are tamasic, it will become more rajasic. If you're rajasic, you will become more sattvic. If you're already sattvic, you will make more efforts towards attaining moksha. That is what says. And this theory of gunas, which Krishna is telling, it also says that nobody is bad. Everybody has this. This is the phenomenon. You should not brand, you should not judge. This is a phenomenon. Let us be objective. We should not be judgmental about anybody or anything. This is a phenomenon. And you just observe and work on yourself. Even if we were very bad, let us say, we have done corruption, we have done dishonesty, we have cheated people, even if we have murdered people, there is a way out. He says, Kshipram bhavati dharmatma. Krishna says, the minute you decide to be sattvic, I will take you. Name bhaktaha pranashyati. My bhaktas will not, I will not let them. Just put an effort. We have seen, I have seen personally, I have seen, some of you may be aware, one person who was involved, when I saw him, I was already aged. So he had done all kinds of bad things in life. Then he went to Sai Baba, and Sai Baba told him, you do this now. You have come to me. You have come with a noble. Now you start doing noble. And it changed tremendously. So probably that validates. I have seen that. They changed. No, that person used to had you name the bad, call it bad habit. He had all of it. But they changed. He changed. He changed so much. We could see that. Or qualified, he himself was not qualified, but he was very stinking rich because he had made money through all kinds of things. But when he saw qualified people, he will bend down. That was a change. And how much of donation, that purification of mind started. So I'm giving you live example. So like that, Krishna says, gunas are force. If you develop that willpower, no, free will means willpower, dhruti, and decide to change, then anything can happen. Any miracle can happen. You just have to make a will to change. That is how free will in a human being can change the direction of the guna. Very interesting. Gunas are there. It's a force. It is momentum. It goes with full swing. Unless you have equal power to change the direction, you will continue to do that. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatareshayan. Shankaracharya says, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. So he says, to avoid that, Bhaja Govindam. To avoid that, chant mantras, chant Shri Krishna's name, Ramakrishna's name, do good deeds, make yourself pure. Bhaja Govindam is what? Need not always sit with japa, dhyana and all. Doing good service, putting others before us. That also cleanses your karma and changes the direction of your gunas. We get ಹೆಂಗ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅದು ಗುಣ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. It is still there because those are all deep rooted samskars from my previous birth. It is my karma. I have to undergo. This thought start coming, no? Then get on sadhana, spiritual sadhana. That will change the gunas. And when a person becomes a very, sattvika person, then it becomes a character. That character, it will start spreading peace, happiness, welfare around, and it will have a kind of snowballing effect. He will influence others also. Those vibes will influence others. Other person may get a signal and he will start working. Again, he will influence others. So therefore, the message of this Bhagavad Gita should be spread across people. Whoever is willing to catch will catch. Others may not. It's okay. At least few people will catch. Few more will get influenced. That is it. Biggest thing is renunciation. Swami Vivekananda says to become sattvic, one is Bhaja Govindam. That means remember God. And much more important, or as good as that, is renunciation and service. Vivekananda philosophy says Tyaga and Seva. Renunciation and service. Renunciation means people give up their entire, they dedicate their life for the service, without getting married, without having children, but they serve people. Even if not that also, even in our day-to-day life also, giving up for others, not always being self-centered, that tyaga, ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ಸರ್ತಿ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಡೋದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ನಮ್ದು ನಡೆಸೋದು, ಬರೀ ನಮ್ದೇ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು. Renunciation also means let go, which are all are very trivial. Just let go, let them have their way, and wherever it is essential, you insert. Most of the things can be ignored. And service, so putting something, always keeping others in mind, then we will slowly get over this demoniac nature and get over the gravitational. He uses very beautiful terminologies. The gravitational pull of the lower nature, the genetic nature, biological nature, all this can be overcome. And who has to do that? We ourselves have to do. Swamiji described in detail, so I am also going about these gunas. So who has to do that? We may get a signal from a guru or some environment or from, but then we only have to work on that. So uddharet atmanam avasadhayat. Atmaiva atmano bandhuhu, atmaiva ripuhu atmanah. We are our own friend. We are our own enemy. So we only have to elevate ourselves. One part of the mind will elevate the other part of the mind. Our own. Uddharet atmanam. I only have to work. Nobody will work for me. ನನಗೆ ಹಸಿವಾದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ತಿನ್ನಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. If somebody eats, will my hunger be satisfied? No, I have to eat if I feel hungry. So for my evolution, I only have to work, and we must use the best gift given to us as human beings, that is free will, free will. So not waiting for the situations to change. No situation will change. I have to adapt to the situation. I have to elevate myself, adapt myself, not wait for the, if there is winter, I have to wear my sweater. If there is a thorny way, I have to wear shoes. I have to protect myself. I have to elevate myself. So all these ways and means are within my body and my mind. I have to explore. I have to make an effort. So putting an effort is given very, very emphasized very strongly. Human effort can never be overlooked. I have given you this body, beautiful body I have given with lot of functions. You see how fascinating is this arrangement, anatomy, physiology. Body is there, mind is there, intelligence is there, thinking ability is there, and environment is there. Find yourself and uddharet atmanam. So he says that is evolution. Now he comes to one more. Based on the gunas, he comes to varna now. Brahmana kshatriya visham shudranam cha parantapa कर्माणि प्रविभक्तानि स्वभावप्रभवैः गुणैः. Then he talks about of uh, Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. Post scorcher of foes, and Arjuna ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಪರಂತಪ. Duties are distributed according to the gunas born of their own nature. We have already discussed this shloka. Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam gunakarma vibhagasha. He says, according to their gunas, according to their karma, I have created 4 varnas. This varnas has undergone lot of misinterpretation. So what he says is, and how beautifully Swamiji also describes, so we find people pursuing these varnas are based on the occupation for the betterment of the society, for the orderliness of the society, based on their gunas and their karmas. So he says, all these, no, they are these duties. They are based on the duties which are based on their gunas, as simple as that. So he says these 4 categories are done. He explains now who is a Brahmana, who is a Kshatriya, who is a Vaishya, who is a Shudra. But unfortunately, with over a period of time, what has happened is every family started. Uh, it started. The understanding was whoever is born in Brahmana's family will be Brahmana, Kshatriya will become Kshatriya, like that. It is not like that. It depends on his gunas. In one family, there could be one Brahmana, one Kshatriya, one Shudra, depending on his gunas. What are those gunas? Because we must understand very, very clearly. And today's world, it has become little more open. Parents are no longer insisting, I have put nursing home. Still there are. I have put a business. Who will run the business? My son also has to be a businessman. No, he may not. In many places, they give up and they are firm and strong enough to move out of their family profession and take up the profession which they like to do and which they are good at. But in some places, still it is there, which is leading to a lot of uh, psychological trauma also, because people have not understood the concept of this Varna system, the concept of Varna system. Why a Brahmin, so called, should not become a scavenger. Why he cannot? He can. Laborer class is Shudra. It is not only the waste management. No. Labor class is Shudra. It could be any labor. Whoever is good, skilled in that should become Shudra. Now we will understand what each one means in the true sense, because why I like Swami Ranganathanandaji's interpretation. They are very secular and unbiased, and they are highly principled. They describe Gita as it is. Vivekananda and Ranganathanandaji and Nirbhayanand Swamiji, my guru also. As it is, they talk. So now, Shamodamastapa Shaucham Shanti Arjavameva cha Jnanam Vijnanamasikyam Astikyam Brahma Karma Swabhavajam. So, what is the nature of any person who can be called as Brahmana, who can discharge the duties of a Brahmana? How he should be, what should be his skill? Control of the mind and shama, control of the mind and senses, distraction is further, and austerity, tapas, shama, dama, tapaha, shaucham, purity, cleanliness, external cleanliness, mind also should be clean. He should not be perverted. He should not be criticizing, gossiping, putting others down. No. He should demonstrate all these skills. Whoever demonstrates, he is called as a Brahmana. Shama, control of mind and senses. Tapaha, austerity, purity. Forbearance, arjavam. He will tolerate the things. He is considered to be a person with high tolerance, titikshanta, forbearance, and knowledge and jnanam with jnanam. He will get the knowledge and he will also express the knowledge. So the control of the mind, control of the senses, austerity, purity, forbearance, and uprightness, knowledge, realization. These are the ways of Brahmanas born of their own nature. ಈ ತರ ಸ್ವಭಾವ ಇದ್ದವನು person who is born with these skills is considered as Brahmana. They are born like that. They are born or they are developing, and you, if you see them, you will identify. Oh, what a reverence you will get that, because he doesn't yield. Andre yaro obru tinlikke ishtond kotbitru. He has had his meals. He will not. No, no, no. I'm going to have twice a day. He will not deviate. Bhaji bonda, mirchi, gobi manchuri ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟು Gobi manchuri eating is not Abrahminical, but he has a schedule. He will go according to that. He follows that discipline. If during the meal, if you give, maybe he may eat. I'm just giving one example. Tapasa, andre willpower, he will sustain that. And of course, purity, we said. And forbearance. Forbearance, andre, even if somebody does harm to him, he will not react violently. Rather, he will tell them properly, Shant Ritinda, Kelkondo. It's not that he's a coward or something, but he will handle it in a different way. We cannot say that Gandhiji, if somebody slaps you, show the other cheek. Ideally correct, but there is some contradiction there. We must be defensive, but not overreactive. And then Arjavam is straightforwardness. As it is, what he thinks, he speaks. Truth he speaks. There is no diplomacy there. There is no manipulation there. And astikyam, he believes in the existence of the universe. He believes that there is a truth behind this universe. Just as what he believes, he has a higher level of thinking which says that this is all manifestation of the divine. There is consciousness and there's prakriti. He has this kind of thoughts and he believes with conviction. Astikyam means astika. Who is astika? Who believes in God. It's not just going to temple or praying. No, a true Brahmana will understand the entire world. I speak from Advaitic perspective. There is no differentiation among the religions. There is no differentiation among the castes. All are one. There is a same consciousness that pervades. All are manifesting the gunas. This knowledge he has. And he believes that with conviction, and he has Shraddha also. Shraddha has not come here. Astikyam means, in Kathopanishad, it seems they say, Astikya Buddhi is Shraddha. Shraddha is Astikya Buddhi. Astika. Nastika is who doesn't believe in God. Astika is who believes in God. But it's not limited to just belief in God. The belief in the system, belief in the creation. So that is Astikyam, and he will have Shraddha, control of the mind. He will not deviate. All these things, no, they give him a very different kind of psychic energy. We'll come to Kshatriya. Kshatriya has a physical energy, also psychic, but Brahmana has a tremendous psychic energy because of his, controlled senses. That means even as far as loyalty to his wife is concerned, he will not get distracted to other women. So that brahmacharya is there towards external other women. All these will give him so much of power and energy that without him speaking, people will feel we have to follow him. That is a kind of authority he exercises. That is a kind of, power he will get. That is called Atmabala, actually. Manobala, Dehabala, Atmabala. Manobala, Dehabala. Dehabala is physical. That also he will have. But he is not like Kshatriya going and fighting across the borders. He will have Manobala. Control of senses will give him that much of power. And Atmabala is there. He is not afraid of anybody. He will speak anything he wants to any politician, any king, anybody. It doesn't matter because he has a knowledge and jnanam, vijnanam. And basically all sattvic properties what we described are there in Brahmana. It could be in any community, any caste which we speak of, doesn't matter. But any caste, any person who demonstrates these skills, these manifestations, he is considered to be Brahmana. Then he says, Shauryam tejo dhruti daksham yuddhe chapyapalayanam danam ishvara bhavascha kshatrakarma swabhavajam. So he says Shauryam, courage, and the Tejo, tremendous energy, Tejas, that aura, tremendous energy. I will conquer the world. He's a Kshatriya. You know, uh, Shauryam, that is courage, Teja, tremendous energy, Dhruti, strong willpower, and Daksham. Daksham means tremendous capacity, competency, competency. Yuddhecha api apalayanam, one who doesn't run away from the battlefield, very much apt for Arjuna. Danam, Ishwara Bhavascha. Danam, he believes in giving charity, and Ishwara Bhava means it is my responsibility. I am the ruler. I am the king. Rajasi Swabhava character, not of arrogance, but of self-confidence. Danam Ishwara Bhavascha Kshatra Karma. Kshatra Karma Swabhavajam. Kshatra Karma means I have to activities of his Kshatriya coming out of his own nature. So these are the qualities of a Kshatriya. So Kshatriya means he says Swami Vivekananda actually encourages this kind of strength to every human being. Man making, he used to call. The Brahmana Gimna would first manifest that strength. Come out of that fear that we are limited souls. We are divine manifestations. This way Swami Vivekananda used to take. And he always encouraged that strength is what we require. So more of Kshatriya type. Brahmana is also strength. But people mistook and started feeling, oh, we should not fight, we should tolerate. A forbearance, whatever was there, it started manifesting as a weakness. Angirbardo. At that point of time, that Kshatriya is like manobhava, means what I should say, the skill of a Kshatriya has to be little bit incorporated in every human being whenever there is defense is required. Whenever somebody is going to attack you, you cannot say forbearance. You should become a Kshatriya. Even if you are a Brahmana, at that point of time, you have to show Kshatriya. So, Kshatriya is man making, and man has all these inherent ability. They are all masked. Swami Vivekananda used to say, we should show this kind of Kshatriya Manobala whenever it is required. Otherwise, be Brahmana, but all said and done, it depends on the individual personality. That much yes. So I think next shlokas we can take it in the next session, because very interesting. Swamiji talks, Swami Vivekananda and Ranganathan, they talk about labor class and how we have failed in encashing or giving respect to the skilled laborers. Shudra is a skilled laborer, and 90% of the work in the society happens with Shudras. Unfortunately, and over a period of time, the upper class has nubbed them, suppressed them, oppressed them, and we have lost good quality in the society. Very interesting discussion is there, which we all should learn. So I rest here. Any additions or anybody would like to add anything? Can continue in the next session. Suvarchala, Kavita, Padmini, Madam. Anybody has anything? I hope all of you are there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Anything? Anything you want to add?
No,
Unlike
I'm just thinking these four varnas that they're talking about, how
Yeah.
practical are they in the current, our yoga?
Kali Yuga, our current
Kali Yuga,
generation.
yeah. In Kali Yuga, can we
Yeah.
go by what has been said in Gita, like how you said Brahman andre ido
Yeah.
idirbeku?
How
Is it possible anta?
it is happening, madam. I will give example in
Hmm.
IISc, IITs.
Hmm.
To combat that thing, reservation has come, and
Hmm.
we are seeing many people who are actually doing it. They are following discipline. They are following, and the outs and the opposite is also happening. Though I don't want to put down Brahmins or something. So they are supposed to, ಈಗ ನೀವು we are born Brahmins now, ಹಿಂಗ್ ಕುಂಕುಮ ಹಚ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ you have to behave like that.
Hmm.
That is not happening. Other thing, but flip side is also there.
Yeah.
Not that all who are, I mean, there are exceptions. There are always both
Yeah.
sides we can speak. But there are many people who are, like, whom we say that they belong to, as a community, as a caste, categories ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. But the way they are putting up their behaviors and all, appreciate ಮಾಡೋ ಹಂಗಿದೆ. So
but this caste thing has also been
misused. Yes,
misused.
misuse ಆಗಿದೆ. What happened previously, opposite also is happening.
Yeah.
So human mind will be just a minute, just a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Buy more gems. Ask for the Oscar discount. Your queen will finish me. Strike with your wing to explode my cannon.
Yeah. So I think I'll have to wind up. We can continue the discussion in the next session, madam.
Sure, no
Yeah.
issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that, I think we keep this. This is an interesting topic, important, but a very lot of clarity is there. I will discuss because my Guruji also speaks a lot about this, and then we can take it forward. Okay.